When I came here 2 years ago, I wanted to learn what was the heart of our community. What made Chagrin so special? So honestly, this really started in my second interview to be superintendent of Chagrin Schools. And in that interview, I presented a process of transition so that I could listen, learn, then design and lead our school district into the future. We didn't want a traditional box approach, which is a traditional outcome of here's what we're going to do in 3 to 5 years, and this is what we're going to accomplish, because Chagrin deserves more.
We wanted to do something that was unique to Chagrin so we could be sure that everybody in Chagrin had their voices heard and had a chance to get their opinions in.
And so we did a series of roundtables where people would sign up, they came in, they would get to join us at different topics in the room, and you got to shift and talk with different stakeholders, and we again were just gathering information and how could we use, what are the main themes, what are the common words, phrases that we're hearing.
A ton of community members, students, parents participate in those and really tell us how they were feeling and what they wanted to see.
Really allowed for people to have good conversations about our community, our school, our education and our educational process.
Like, it's super authentic. It has been so genuinely Chagrin.
Really was blown away at the honesty and the level of vulnerability some people shared with sharing some things that might not be easy to share.
It was such a great group for constructive criticism and for encouragement and for brainstorming.
Some of the fun aspects were like collaborating with other people in the community and students and parents that I knew. And then there was always snacks at the meetings, so that was a good experience as well.
When you give all these people a chance to advocate for themselves and talk it out with someone who they know, the message is gonna make its way through to people who can actually make a change. They really open up and have some great ideas.
It seemed like I was heard and I had an interesting point of view as a student, and that I could really bring new stuff to the table.
In this process, we're looking for more specific information from all the stakeholders and using that to help drive where the district's going in the future.
Just the sheer amount of information and data that we got from that, the varying opinions, the varying ideas.
We took all of that information, we took all of that data, we developed 3 strategic focus areas, and then we said, we need your help. We're ready for inquiry teams.
Number 1 was high quality learning experience. Number 2, which was the area I was working on, was student and staff well-being. And number 3 was strategic resourcing.
We formed those inquiry teams to be able to do the research, to be able to have those conversations about what will we do to define the future for Chagrin Schools.
The inquiry teams each comprise of about 15 or 16 members, which included students, staff, a board member, administration, and the community members.
We were collecting data, we were looking at different things, we were exploring the historical perspective of the district.
There's a lot of engagement through surveys, through focus groups, through interviews, connections, and just trying to really try to understand what the community wants, what we need, where we are.
This work is not easy by any means. And I also like to think of it, if you do strategic planning right, you're gonna feel that the struggle is real. And I think that our group and our teams can talk to you about that struggle and how much that struggle drove an outcome that they may never have anticipated, and why those outcomes are so special and so personalized to Chagrin Schools.
Not everybody was 100% in agreement on everything, and there had to be a lot of good conversation and strong conversation and understanding and perspective taking.
I think the thing we learned throughout this process was just how much everybody cares, even when they came from different perspectives or had different ideas or different ways to solve issues. Just the same mission and the focus on all wanting the same outcomes.
As we were working together, we had so much in common. Like, our goals for the future and for our students were way more similar than disparate.
After meeting with each other and showing the research and talking things out, we all came in with very different ideas on how to fix things, and I'd say we all left with pretty much agreeing on how things should be done.
Everybody that was a part of the team, really just had a passion for it, which is why I think we were able to be really successful in our investigations.
It was a lot of work, but I think that there was a lot of value in it. I discovered things, it reinforced things, and it supports things that we proposed.
We took all of this data and the teams created or provided their recommendations for the strategic plan.
I think what's exciting are the briefing reports and the work that each inquiry team did and where we get to go from here. So what we've done so far is really just the starting point. It's where we're going to actually just begin. It's our springboard to the future and to what we can actually do.
It really allowed us to get concrete information as to who do we want to become, but not lose who we are.
I think what's exciting about the strategic planning process and what will essentially be our strategic plan and action steps will actually impact all members of the school community.
Every teacher in Chagrin, their goal is to help our students achieve and be as successful as possible. So this strategic plan is going to help improve that outcome and that possibility for the students.
As we move forward, creating more opportunities for the conversation to keep going as we implement is going to be really powerful.
What Chagrin Falls will become is an even more flexible version of what it is.
We're actually going to be changing what we do for our students, which are the people that matter most. They're the reasons that we're here.
What we do here can be really lasting and, will continue to help people for, however many years to come.
I am more hopeful now and much more enthusiastic about the future based on the engagement that I see with teachers and our school board and how invested they are.
My kids have quite a while here left, and so I'm actually really excited to see this come into action for them.
Everyone could tell you that Chagrin is a special place. Everyone could tell you that Chagrin cares about our students. We support our schools. But what makes Chagrin unique? What makes us so special? And through this process, through bringing people together, through what I like to say, through the power of we, I realized how special this community is, how hard everyone will work, how hard everyone will come together for our students, and that we'll do anything that we have to do to make sure that their future is our top priority.